Welcome back to Listen Up's Remembrance Day program. We're bringing you stories of soldiers we all need to remember today. At just 24, Corporal Klodt fought an enemy battle on the front lines of Afghanistan, and now he faces a new battle at home. Once again, here's Ricky Ratliff.
Here at this rural Canadian home, patriotism flies peacefully in the wind. And while the enemy may be a memory and miles away, Chris still has to take cover from the playful attacks of his 4-year-old son. A young veteran of both the Bosnian and Afghanistan war, the military life has left a permanent impression on Corporal Chris Klodt, in more ways than one. It was October 2005. Chris had received his orders to ship out to Afghanistan. Just 1 month before his deployment date, his wife had learned she was pregnant with their future son. Dina, what was your reaction?
I was happy for him. It meant a lot to him to be deployed with his fellow comrades and be part of that. And I wanted him to go. I did want him to go.
So did you have fears for his safety?
It was always in the back of my mind. I knew that he was very good at his job, so I didn't try to entertain them too much. I knew it was a reality, and I don't think I knew how much of a reality it was till some of his comrades started passed away or were returning home with injuries. So the first few months that he was deployed were a real eye-opener for me.
2006 was the deadliest year on record for Canadian troops serving in Afghanistan. Sacrifice soon had names and faces, as soldier after fallen soldier made the infamous journey down the Highway of Heroes. And that summer was especially fatal. Five years into the combat mission, NATO forces had learned the Taliban's activity increases dramatically in warmer temperatures. Fast forward to July 8th, 2006.
We were doing an advanced contact, so we were pushing through, just sweeping for any enemies, anything we could find, right?
So you were looking for the enemy actively?
Oh, yeah. We came under contact from one side. It was an ambush. Firefight for about 10-15 minutes before I got injured.
He took a bullet to the neck and doesn't remember much after the attack. Airlifted to a hospital base in Kandahar, doctors learned the bullet had crushed his spinal cord. And although they didn't have much hope for Chris's future, this stubborn soldier had other plans. You never thought for a second you were going to die?
No. No. Our medics and the doctors that we have are extremely highly skilled.
Did you think you'd be paralyzed, though?
No. But, whatever. The things that are important to you when there's nothing wrong don't seem to matter as long as you're alive after. You know what I mean?
So you knew you had to live to see the birth of your son?
Oh yeah, that's what got me through. Now they even have hand controls.
4 years later, Chris has beaten the odds, and his recovery has been inspiring to those in both the medical and military community. Life for the Klodt family has returned to a new kind of normal. Chris is still actively serving in the military in a role that uses his mind more than his body. Dina, a trained social worker, has taken a leave from work to devote herself fully to her son and husband in this period of transition. Chris, was it hard, though, losing all of that independence immediately?
Oh yeah, absolutely. There was days where I just take a break. I'd sit on the couch and watch TV all day, and I wouldn't do anything. When I'm having a bad day, I just go play with my kid and I'm fine.
Are there a lot of bad days?
No, surprisingly enough, there's not. In the early stages, I guess, yeah, but still adapting, still accepting. Those things take time.
Was it all worth it?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, absolutely, 100% it was worth it. Freedom isn't free, it really isn't, and you have to be able to be willing to sacrifice for it.
What do our veterans need?
Support. You know, it's not that we don't want anything fancy. We're not. It's just support, handshake and a thank you. Mm-hmm. We want war as much as anyone else does. The only difference is we're willing to put our lives on the line to stop it.
When we come back, what to do when the physical wounds have healed, but invisible scars remain. Soul care for soldiers next.